Welcome! My name is Trevor, also known as the Clean Kings, and today I am bringing you guys my first ever book review. As you can already tell from the title, I'm going to be reading and reviewing Robert Kiyosaki's Before You Quit Your Job. And this will be my fourth ever Robert Kiyosaki book. I love the way this guy thinks and his books. In the first part of this video, which you're watching right now, I will be talking about what I hope to read in this book and my possible predictions for what some of the concepts might be and whatnot. In the second part of this video, I'm going to be talking about, after I've already read the book cover to cover, what I liked about the book, what I didn't like, and then most importantly, the main concepts of what you're supposed to take away from the book. So, what I hope to take away from this book is that I will know when to leave my day job, I will know how to leave my day job, and I will know the right reasons why to leave my day job. And just by the title of this book and the chapters and introduction on the back, I think this book is going to teach me exactly that. So I will see you in part 2. Peace! Hello everybody, and we are back. Today is Monday, December 28th, 2015. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas and Happy New Year's, as that's coming up here pretty soon as well. And it's been about a month and a half since I started this book. Like I said, I'm not the fastest reader in the world. I only read chapters at a time because I like to soak up all the information. The biggest point / biggest main idea per se of this book, or the theme, is knowing when to quit your day job or when to quit your job. So a couple of the points were, have your full-time job, for example, but start a small business on the side. Like I said, one of the biggest and main points of this book was knowing when to quit your day job, and that's exactly what I wanted to read this for. A couple of the main points was that you need to get a solid business going and already generating money with a strong foundation underneath that business before you quit your job, so that as soon as you quit your job, you're not living paycheck to paycheck pretty much. As I just got done reading the last chapter of this book as well, it outlined a very important part for your small business as well, and that is called the 5 P's. In order from 1 to 5 as it's listed in the book: product, person, price, place, and position. And he made a humongous emphasis on the price indicator, the third out of the 5. And he had about a whole half of a chapter just set aside that completely talked about that. And it kind of opened up my mind a little bit for if a product that you're making in the future, what price to set it at, or a service that you're providing as well. So there was 3 main parts to that price that he was talking about, and that is the lowest price / cheapest, the middle price, and then the most expensive price. And what he talked about, that he also mentioned that Rich Dad talked about, as well as a couple other business seminars that he said he went to, really kind of blew my mind. And that was one of the huge things I just took away from this book in the very last chapter, was that even though people give your product or service a range of price from the lowest to the highest, he said that most of the people sit right in the middle, and that's not where you want to be, because how are you supposed to stand out from everybody else if you look and have the same product just like everybody else? So that one kind of hit home, that one kind of stood out in my mind, the light bulb kind of went off maybe. And one last big point that I took away from this book, chapter 3, the title is called Why Work for Free, and that chapter emphasizes that you pretty much have to start somewhere. You know, when you start up your own first small business, you're not getting paychecks left and right. You're starting at ground zero. You're starting in the basement. Sometimes for a lot of people, you even got to work for free. You know, I've done that myself a little bit. I completely understand exactly what he's talking about. You know, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, any successful entrepreneur in your local area, they started from ground zero, and he had a whole chapter that pretty much explained the different levels of ground zero and where you're starting at in the basement. So he pretty much just talks about why and the reasons that you sometimes do need to work for free in the beginning, or just work almost for free completely in the first year or 2 of the business as well, because you got to start from somewhere. So, and not all businesses you can make money right away, and so he has a chapter specifically titled just for that. The reason that's a huge part and why I'm saying that is because That's probably a hard time for a lot of people, and that's definitely one of the main stages that a lot of people would quit, I would say, because, oh, you know, I'm 6 months in my business, I haven't made even close to one check at my other job, I'm just going to quit. This isn't worth doing my time. And that's what that chapter emphasizes about, you know, sometimes you got to work for free, in the long run it'll pay off. Other than that, he pretty much just goes through the different steps, bigger steps, and smaller details throughout the entire book, from starting a small business all the way up to making it a bigger business, up close towards the top. So this is definitely a great book. I will recommend this to anybody, honestly, even if you plan to have a day job your entire life. I would recommend this to anybody, any one of my friends or family. So that is my review. This is my very first book review on my channel. I appreciate you guys watching the video. More book reviews to come. I already got plans to read 7 different books next year. Expect a video for every single one of them. This has been the Clean Kings, also known as Trevor. Thanks for watching. Peace!